The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from Upper Deck.
Hello and welcome to another special unboxing episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Meg the Daughter.
And today we're going to open up a game that is really more suited towards Megan.
A little bit. This is Legendary Buffy the Vampire Slayer Edition. And I'm really excited to open this up because I'm finally working my way through Buffy, and you just started it pretty recently. So
I'm only like 5 or 6 episodes in.
I'm like halfway through season 6, so
yeah. So
got a bit of catching up.
So here's a little bit of a warning.
You don't know a lot.
Yeah, but you may see some things if you're not caught up on Buffy.
Yeah.
You may see things in here that's spoilers.
But if you've been caught up since it came out years ago, you're gonna know more than I probably do. So.
But just in case, if you're like me, you're gonna see stuff that was past season 1.
Yeah.
So like I said, if you're not caught up, you've been warned. There are spoilers.
Yes.
So check it out. All right, Megan, I'm going to let you do the honors since you are the Buffy aficionado here.
I'm still getting through it, but at least now I'm halfway through season 6, so I'm finally getting there. There's the back there. So, go ahead and open it up though so we can actually see it a little bit better. So we have punch outs.
And it did say it comes with a limited edition promo card.
Yep. So we have stakes, because that's important. She had
Stakes.
a stake a vampire. So here we have the rule book. Familiar with Legendary, here's what's new. Oh, there's a big bad, just like in the board game.
Yeah.
You loved that.
I like the Monster of the Week better.
First off, Legendary games, not a Legendary encounter, so its core rules are similar to Ugin Legendaries. Introduces 2 new mechanics, the Courage tokens and the Darkness track. Interesting. So,
And hopefully I'll recognize some of these people.
You're only on like episode 5 now?
Hey. Give me
Maybe
time.
by
I'm
the
pacing
time this
myself.
gets out, you'll get to episode 7. Who knows? At
Hey,
least I know who the majority of these people are now, so that's a plus.
Big bads.
Yeah.
Rescue a bystander.
I mean, that's what they do. The Scoobies go after the big bad. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the playmat here. I love that they're making them with this.
Yeah, these neoprene mats, these are pretty cool. Ooh, like some purple.
Sunnydale in the library instead of HQ. That's cool.
The vampire book there.
So you have the Hellmouth, Sunnydale High, the Bronze, Downtown, and a cemetery.
And then we've got places for twists, schemes, strikes, the big bad, which is the Mastermind,
Yes.
Courage, and potential Slayer.
Yeah, so Buffy dies, you get a new Slayer.
And then we got light and dark paths.
Yeah,
over there.
hero deck, villain deck, bystander, and wounds. But I do like this. It's really cool.
I heard you say hero deck, villain deck, everywhere deck.
No.
When you said hero deck, villain deck, that's what I heard.
Alright then. I like that it comes with like the foam dividers. That's helpful. There you go. You want to go ahead and start opening some of these up.
Well, I tell you what, instead of just kind of showing the cards off, why don't we actually sort these out so you can see the various decks? Because we're going to have, like Buffy, and I see my boy right there.
That's
my
your
boy
boy?
Xander. He's my
Oh,
boy.
geez.
Yeah, so let's open these up and kind of spread them out, and I think you're going to get a better look at them. So if you're already familiar with Legendary, you know we have our starting cards.
Mm-hmm.
So our starting cards, we have the Watchers. Now, I'm not familiar with who this Watcher is. Wesley.
Wesley. He comes later. You're still early.
Okay.
Wesley is basically the replacement Watcher because they think Giles is not doing a good enough job. Because
Okay.
he's too close to Buffy.
So you're going to see, you got a whole stack of those guys. And then the other cards that we have for our starting deck are the Initiative Soldiers.
Which are just frat boys
Oh, there you
that
go.
are being trained by the secret organization base underneath UC Sunnydale.
Underneath.
Yeah.
I thought the Hellmouth was under.
No, UC,
UC
Sunnydale.
Sunnydale.
The college.
Okay, got it. Okay, so Megan's going to correct me on everything that I get wrong because she's seen way more Buffy than I have.
I've seen like everything except like half of season 6 and 7.
So those
I'm
are
getting there.
those are the starting cards. A couple other cards I want to point out. We have our potential Slayer here, which is kind of, and I'm going to use our Marvel Legendary comparison because we're really familiar with that. This is the Maria Hill of the Legendary.
It's Charlie. I mean, it's Felicia Day. I don't know her character's name yet. I haven't got to her yet, so I was going to call her
Charlie from Supernatural.
But yeah, I love Felicia Day.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
And you've met Felicia Day.
I've met Felicia Day. She's awesome.
And then we also have
so that's cool for me.
Our Master Strike cards.
Which has the Master on it, obviously.
Yeah. At least I'm familiar with these guys because
Season 1.
I am on Season 1, and 2, we've played Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game.
Yeah.
And if you want to check out our playthrough and review on that, it's on the channel.
It is.
So that is our strikes. Our twists are this. Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that have a...
I think that's from Graduation. I could be wrong.
Okay, well,
I'm thinking. It's also been since like last year since I started watching the show, so...
All right, so then here are the schemes that we have. We have Convert to Evil. We have Darkness Falls, like Silence Falls. Epic Struggle.
I just saw that episode, actually, so I know what that is.
We have the Hellmouth Opening.
Which is never good.
We have Road to Damnation. Yeah, she's getting sucked on there.
Yeah,
looks like.
It happens.
Not good. We have
just like intense hickeys.
Summon the Uber Vamps.
Yeah.
Uber Vamps? Is that how they get around in the daytime? Is they call an Uber?
Ubers.
Yeah.
Well, Spike has a really jank RV he uses, so who knows?
We have Twilight Terror, which... Was this before or after Twilight?
This was way before Twilight.
Okay. And then we have the Vile Agenda.
Twilight probably came because of this.
Yeah, so that's our schemes.
We don't talk about Twilight.
Let's also talk about and show our wounds. So we have 30 of the wound cards, and it looks like Buffy...
she's kind of hurt.
Yeah, she got nailed there. Not good. And then here are the bystanders.
And this is the promo card that came with it.
The Dingoes Ate My Baby.
It is apparently a sign in the bronze.
Okay.
Which I never would have saw that.
So
yeah, it's funny.
So we have different bystanders. We have Joyce Summers, who is Buffy's mom.
Yep.
We have Dawn Summers,
which is her sister,
and played by
Michelle Trachtenberg,
who was a Disney.
She was on Ice Princess.
Yeah,
that's how
she was
I knew
in some other stuff, wasn't she? On Disney?
Yeah, she's done some other Disney stuff.
Yeah, we have Billy Fordham.
Yeah.
And you don't know who that is?
I vaguely remember him, and rest in peace. They all die. Let's be real.
We have Clem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have Lily. Looks like somebody Xander would go after.
College. I kind of blocked that season out.
Herbert the Pig.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Herbert the Pig.
Makes really good bacon.
Bacon.
That's, good. I thought there was more.
No, that's it.
Okay.
That's the bystanders. So now let's talk about our heroes. So we're going to start with... she's kind of a reluctant hero. I don't know much about her because first season she's just kind of the pain in the butt.
Queen Bee.
Yeah, well, she's Queen C,
You're
which
right.
Yeah. So we have 5 of the Queen C's. We have 5 of Lack of Tact. We have 3 of the Reluctant Ally, which that looks like it's first season.
Come on.
And then we have the Lone Fashionable Wolf.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't realize this actress was also in the first Expendables movie. She was Jason Statham's girlfriend.
I can't picture that. That's funny, though.
All right, now we have...
Miss Calendar.
Yeah, we have Jenny Calendar, which... That just sounds like a fake name. Calendar.
Yeah.
She's a calendar girl.
Yeah.
So we have 5 of the Techno-Pagan. We have 5 of the Scholastic Ally. We have 3 of the Circle of Kalis.
Yeah.
Kalis is like a Klingon.
Is it?
And then we have her power card is the Yana of the Calderdash. And you said that she was Giles' girlfriend?
Giles' girlfriend.
And no more spoilers because some people may not know, which I don't know. You've told me.
They did her wrong. I'll just say that much. I really liked Miss Calendar. I do not, however, like Riley.
And you said
I'm not a fan.
He becomes Buffy's boyfriend.
Yeah.
So we've got 5 of the Taser Blaster, which I think is a cool name for a card. 5 of the Captain Cardboard. Makes it sound like he's a board gamer.
Appropriate. No, he's so not.
We have 3 of the Regimental Soldier. Does he work for the
He's with the Initiative.
And then we have 1 Black Ops.
I see that whole season I just could not get into. I was not a fan of it. And I just kind of watched it, half watching.
All right, now we got your favorite.
My favorite.
Isn't he your favorite?
No.
Old Birdie Pants Angel.
Angel is not my favorite.
So we have 5 of that. We have 5 of the Tai Chi Focus. He's got no shirt on there.
Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to focus on that. You just move along, apparently.
We have 3 on Dead Boy, which I think is hilarious.
Like that.
And then we have his power card, which is the Champion of the Powers.
Yeah, it's Angel. He was the first Edward Cullen.
All right, and then we have an actress that I like because she was Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter in True Lies.
Interesting. I don't know what that is.
But
yeah.
What? What do you mean you don't know
Lies?
True Lies? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis.
No.
She doesn't know he's a spy.
No.
Oh, you definitely need to watch that. It's a good
No.
movie. So we have Faith.
Yeah.
What's her last name? Leanne.
Leanne.
So we have 5 of the Firecrackers. We have 5 of Want, Take, Have.
That's her whole motto.
We have 3 of the Hard Fought Redemption. And we have
5 by 5.
5 by 5.
That's her slogan.
Okay, so now we have.
Tara.
And who'd you say she
That
was?
is Willow's girlfriend.
Yeah, we have 5 of those. We have, well, that is the Inspect Reflection.
Insect.
Insect?
Insect.
Is
That's
it?
us.
It is say insect.
Insect reflection.
We have 5 of You Haven't Even Begun. We have 3 of Doll's Eye Crystal, whatever that means.
You'll get to
And
all this later.
we have 1 Under Your
That's
Spell.
her song from the
Willow.
musical episode.
Under Your Spell.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
I just got to the musical episode, so I understand what everyone was talking about.
See,
They said
since-
you'd finally get to that.
I'm not.
It's like season 6.
I don't know a lot of these, but I do know that that's my boy Seth Green, who
It's
I
Oz.
love from Italian Job. He played
Napster.
Napster. Yeah, that was so funny. So,
It's because I was napping all the time.
plus those of you that are familiar with the Austin Powers movies, he's Professor Evil's son.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so we have 5 of the We Survived. I also find it funny that his name is Oz because it reminded the movie Fright Night, where one of the guys' names was Oz, and Oz ended up turning
The
into
old Fright
something.
Night?
Yeah, he
Because
turned into a
I've only
werewolf.
seen half of the new Fright Night.
You only watched the scene with David Tennant with his shirt
Of
off.
course I did.
We have 5 of the Residual Werewolf Thing. We have 3 of the Trademark Stoicism. And we have 1 of the how do you pronounce that?
Lycanthropic endowment. You can never say
Yeah.
lycanthropy.
I know.
That's like a word you just can't get your tongue around.
Well, I'm not really much into werewolves.
I'm not either, but I know how to say lycanthropy.
Okay, now we have
Anya.
Anya Jenkins. And who's she?
That's Xander's girlfriend. I'll say
Okay.
girlfriend because you're not that far in yet.
So we have everybody's
Yeah.
Xander's wannabe girlfriend.
No, I think Xander just wants everyone to be his wannabe girlfriend.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No one actually.
So we have
wants to be his
5
girlfriend.
of Must Be Bunnies.
That was from
we
the Halloween
have-
episode.
5 of Newly Human and Strangely Literal.
Yes.
Interesting. We have 3 of Is the Money Okay? Not really sure about
She
that
works
reference.
the magic shop,
Okay.
and she doesn't know how to do things, and that's a spoiler for me because I don't know what the heck that
And
is.
that is Anyanka, back in the vengeance business.
Yeah, I mean, like I know her backstory.
Demon.
That's a little. I don't think it's a demon, but yeah.
Okay, now we have the First Slayer.
Is the first Slayer.
We have
Comes
5
back with cryptic messages in the middle of a desert.
of the Spirit Guide. We have 5 of Blood Cry. This kind of reminds me of the ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
See, I was thinking Teodalma from
See that?
Pirates.
Or the new Mummy.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
chick. Yeah.
We have.
Which is Gazelle from Kingsman.
That is right. We have, and she's also in Star Trek.
She was, yeah.
Last Star Trek movie.
Yep.
We have 3 of the.
Sinea. I
Sinnoh.
think that's her name.
Sure. And then we have 1 of Penetrating Wound.
Death is your gift. I
Okay.
remember that.
Now we have the gentleman that you shared an elevator
I
with.
did, and I just got to this episode, and it cracks me up that this is a card because it was so funny.
So we have Spike here. We have
It's Randy Giles.
5 of Randy Giles.
I love that.
We have 5 of Trademark Black Leather Jacket.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 of Ally for Hire. And we have Hostile 17,
Yeah.
which he looks
He's a
not
villain.
happy.
I really like.
He did not look
Spike.
that way in Torchwood.
No, Captain John Hart did not look like that.
Now we're going to get to the guys that I know who they are. We got Giles.
I really like Giles.
So we got the research guy. We got 5 of those. We've got 5 of Sophus. Is that right? Sophus?
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing that right? Looks funny. We
So
have
he opens the magic shop. He's just really excited.
3 of the Binding Field. And then his power card is like a stevedore. Or stevedore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't get past this guy being in the Taster's Choice commercials.
I need to look that up. I have
Yeah.
it.
Then we have the Penn and Teller host. We have Willow, and one time at band camp, she has 5 cards of I Owe You Pain.
Oh yeah, she went off on someone and not seen.
We have a blonde Willow called Slayer Activation Spell. We have 3 of My Will Be Done. She's in
The
the
bathroom.
bathroom floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have Willow, or we have Bored Now, which so she's gone from being a redhead to a blonde to a brunette.
It's college. It's experimental.
Okay, now
There's your guy.
we got my boy.
Oh,
So Xander. So I've mentioned this before.
you like Xander.
Well, and if we had a son, if you had been
Yeah.
a boy, we were going to name him Alexander. I wanted to call him Xander. Your mom said no.
But then we just could have made Alexander Hamilton jokes too now.
Well, that's true, but Xander is so much cooler because I also think of Xander from Triple X,
Yeah.
Vin Diesel's character. But Xander is the character that I played as in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer the board game
Yes.
because I find Xander to be very funny. So we
He's
have
your comic relief.
5 of the Donut Run. We have 5 of Librum Incendiary.
Sindri, yeah.
No, like fire. We have 3 of the glorified bricklayer, glorified, and then we have 1 of the latent soldier know-how.
I love that because that's from like one of the best Halloween episodes in my opinion.
So I may have to start watching this a lot.
It's so good. That
Now-
episode is great.
We have 2 more heroes. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the game comes with 15 total heroes. Megan, I'm going to let you show off the last 2.
All right, so here we have the Buffy bot, which cracks me up that this is a card, and that she's like her own hero, which I think is awesome. So you have Robo Buffy.
So 5 of those.
Yep, and you have Descendant of a Toaster Oven,
So 5 of those.
and Time to Slay,
3 of those.
and then Sinister Attraction.
Yeah.
Robo Buffy was something, man. But then, of course, we have the one that in every generation there is a Slayer, and it is Buffy.
So 5 of the Prophecy Girl.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Hurricane Buffy.
5 of those.
Death is Your Gift.
3 of those.
And then Slay Master General with her bazooka.
Yeah, I think that's kind of funny.
Yep, that's a Buffy.
So those are all of our heroes. Now let's talk about our henchmen,
The big
our
bads.
villain groups, and of course our big bads. Okay, let's work our way up to the big bads. So let's
Alright.
look at our henchman groups. So we
Alright.
have 10 of each of those in the different henchman groups here.
So I have some shark gangsters, and they gamble for kittens.
Shark gangsters. Why do they gamble for kittens?
I wish I had an answer for that, but they gamble for kittens. I don't know what Spike gets up to. It's a thing. You have the Vampire Initiate right there. Turok Khan Vampire. So I think I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not.
It looks a little on the nasty side.
Still a little bit undercooked. And then the Harbingers of Death. They have
Yeah.
no eyes.
Yeah, it looks like their eyes have been burned off.
It's lovely.
Like Cyclops from
Yeah, excellent.
X-Men.
And then you have Hellhounds. So obviously you need Hellhounds if you're living on top of a hell mouth.
Yeah.
So then we have a different villain. We have Harmony's gang, which cannot stand Harmony either, but you're not meant to stand Harmony, so I think that's fine. So you have her, Cyrus, Peaches,
Peaches.
and Mort.
Mort.
So you have them. And then here we have some demons. So Karchnar, I think. Probably not pronouncing that correctly. Halfrick. Sweet, who's the musical demon.
Why is he the musical demon?
Because he's the demon that's in the musical.
Does he sing and dance?
Yes, he does.
Cool.
There's a whole soundtrack. I found it on Spotify. I'm very happy. I downloaded it.
What season is this?
Season 6.
Oh, wow.
You got a ways to get to. I mean, I could show you it without there being too many spoilers, but it's pretty good.
Well, with this being October, I really should be watching more Buffy.
See, that's why I'm finishing it up. And the Gentlemen, which are like the coolest demons, I think. They're pretty cool. That episode is really good, too. You need to get to as well.
Okay.
All right.
So now let's just go from right to left. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the big bad and then
Should we go in order that they appear on the show?
Sure.
Okay.
We can do that.
So at least you know this guy. You've gotten him.
Yeah, he's the master. Not to be confused.
He doesn't look like Johnson.
No, he doesn't. So the big bad, of course, has his tactics. So we have the fruit punch mouth.
Yeah.
We have the king of vampires. We have the harvest, which I know about that.
There you go.
And then we have the pergamon codex.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then he is always going to lead these guys, the Order of Aurelius. So we have the Anointed One. We have Darla.
Darla. Have you got to Darla yet?
Isn't she in the very first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Then
Yeah,
you've got to Darla.
Yeah, we've got Luke, which I saw Luke.
There you go.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Luke.
You know some of these people.
And then we
though.
have the 3.
There's 3 of those cards, ironically.
Yes. So we have the Anointed One. There's one of those.
Yeah.
Darla has 2. Luke has 2, and then the 3 have 3.
3. Yep. So then it's Angel over there.
Angel.
Evil Angel.
Evil Angel. So why does Angel go bad?
Because he goes full vamp. He loses a soul.
Oh.
You lose your soul, man. You're just woof. Not
Yes.
good.
So we have the demon with the angel's eyes,
Face.
angel's face.
Then you have what Angel used to look like back in dear old Scotland.
He looks like Danny Trejo. You know, from
Yes.
from everything. Danny Trejo's awesome.
Everything.
The Scourge of Europe.
Just imagine him trying to talk in a really butchered Scottish accent, though. It's horrible.
Wow. We have Sense of Whimsy. And then we have Clean of Humanity. Now, he is always going to lead the Scourge of Europe.
Drusilla.
Drusilla. So we got a couple of her. We've got Norman Pfister.
Yep.
We have Octarius.
Mm-hmm.
We have Patrice.
Yep.
We have Spike. So Spike was bad too, huh?
Spike's on and off. We like him.
We have a couple of him. And then we have the Judge,
Yep.
who looks like he's from...
Blue Man Group.
well, yeah, or he kind of reminds me of the Unis from Stargate.
Okay. So then we get to the mayor. Because he's a politician, of course he's bad.
The Mayor
Mayor Willikins.
Willikins. Gee whiz Willikins.
Yeah.
So there's the Mayor. We have the Dedication. We have Mayor Meat Extra Crispy.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks...
Just don't let the mayor speak at your graduation. I think that's the lesson here.
Alvican.
Yeah.
And we have the Ascension.
Yep.
And then he is going to lead the Mayor's Henchmen.
Minions.
Or Mayor's Minions, sorry. So we have Faith. We got
Yep.
a couple of her. So Faith is bad. We have
Yeah.
Mr. Trick.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. We have the Absorbaloff. The
Balthazar.
So
Yeah, it does look like he was Orbloff.
Absorbaloff, for you Doctor Who fans, yeah.
We don't talk about that episode, though.
We have Kakistos. Kakistos.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a couple of him.
Yeah. Then we get to Glorificus.
Gloria.
No. She's
Gloria.
She's
Gloria.
definitely not a good person.
So Glorificus has that which cannot be named, so she's like Voldemort.
Yeah. She's something.
Hell God.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little on the oxymoron side. We have the Big Day.
It's a big day. Keep in mind, though, for you, since you haven't seen this yet, keep in mind her costume there. That robe, okay?
Okay.
Just keep that in the back of your mind. For
Like
a
I'm going to
second.
remember.
Just for a second.
And
That's all
then we
I'm
have
asking.
Search for the Key.
The key.
The key. Where's the key?
Where's the glorious
key?
key? Yeah, because
Haunted Mansion.
you see that robe? You see who's wearing that now?
Who is that?
It's Ben.
Who's Ben?
You will find out.
Ben Wilkinson.
Yeah.
So this is Glory's Minions. So we have a couple of him. We got Doc. That looks like Joel Grey.
I have no idea who that is, but sure,
Have
probably.
you ever heard of Jennifer Grey?
Yeah.
Yeah, her dad.
Cool. I don't know.
I don't know if that's him or not.
I will Google.
I'm just
after
totally
this.
going off of that picture. We have Jinx.
Yeah.
We got a couple of him. We've got the High Priest.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Keller Demon. Keller,
Demon.
a couple of them.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll look that up, though.
And that leaves only one left.
Because I don't know this person.
We have the first. You don't know the first?
I'm assuming it's season 7, because I don't really have a big bad right now for season 6.
So we have Beyond Sin,
We're
which
dealing with a lot of crap in season 6.
looks like we have one of each of the other big
There's
bads.
Glory.
So from Beneath You, we have It Devours, which is the master there. And then we have Buffy, though, Beyond Death. So I was expecting Angel.
She's died a couple times, though.
And then...
I mean, spoilers for you. She dies a lot.
His always leads
Nathan
is
Fillion.
the first Minions, so that is Nathan Fillion. And I do recognize him from being in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game.
Yeah.
Because he was
card.
a villain in that. So
Or
I do
just
know he's a
like the
villain.
priest,
So a couple of him. We have Charlotte. We have
Gnarl.
Gnarl.
All right.
He looks a little bony. He actually, a face kind of reminds me of the cold dude, Mr. Cold from was it Year Without a Santa Claus? You know, the Mr. Cold.
Yeah, the
So
nose
a
and
couple
all.
of those guys, and then we have the first Avatar, which she's not blue,
Got a
so
weird
she's not really an
mouth.
Avatar.
She doesn't look at the last Airbender either, so who knows?
So that is all of the cards for Legendary Buffy the Vampire Slayer. One thing we didn't point out is over here we do have a dark and light track, and we have this little token that we're going to be able to use to track that. And you can see it says trigger Big Bad Dark and move to Dark 1, and gain a Courage and move to Light 1. So have not read the rules to find out how this plays yet, but this is something we are definitely looking forward to because we love Legendary Marvel.
I really like Buffy now. You're getting into it.
And I've really enjoyed Buffy so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also looking forward to the James Bond Legendary as well. And if you want to check that out, we have the unboxing on our channel. So, like I said, check it out. So that is Legendary Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Okay, so Megan did just look up, and that is Joel Grey.
According to the Googles.
According to the Googles.
Yes.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.